What if I told you that your thoughts are like magnets, constantly pulling into your life people, events, and situations that match the energy you're putting out? That every moment, consciously or not, you're sending out signals that shape your future. It might sound wild, but once you understand how it works, it changes everything. That's The Core of the Secret by Rhonda Byrne. This book became a global phenomenon because it revealed something ancient yet powerful: the law of attraction, the idea that like attracts like. If you focus on fear, you attract more things to fear. If you focus on gratitude, you attract more things to be grateful for. And here's the catch: this is happening whether you believe in it or not. The real question is, are you using it consciously or letting it run on autopilot? Stick around, because in this video we're going deep into what the secret really teaches. Not just the feel-good quotes, but the actual mechanics of how your thoughts, feelings, and beliefs create your reality. And once you understand that, you stop blaming the outside world and start creating your own. Rhonda Byrne isn't a philosopher or a scientist. She was a TV producer going through a major personal and professional crisis. Her life felt like it was falling apart. That's when she stumbled upon a truth that completely shifted her perspective. That ancient spiritual teachings, science, and philosophy all pointed to the same thing: that your mind is the source of your experience. She became obsessed with studying this idea. She read hundreds of texts, spoke with modern-day thinkers, and started applying what she learned to her own life. The results were so powerful, she felt called to share it with the world. That's how The Secret was born, first as a documentary, then as a book that went on to sell tens of millions of copies worldwide. And whether you believe in the law of attraction or not, the impact of this message is undeniable. Because at its core, The Secret is about taking back your power. It's about waking up to the fact that you're not just reacting to life, you're creating it. Part 1. Context and core idea of the book. At the heart of The Secret is a simple but radical idea. Your thoughts create your reality. Every thought you think carries a frequency, and that frequency is sent out into the universe like a signal. That signal, in turn, attracts things that match it: people, opportunities, challenges, circumstances. Rhonda Byrne calls this the law of attraction, and whether you believe in it or not, the idea is that it's always working, kind of like gravity. You don't have to understand it for it to affect you. What the book argues is that most people go through life completely unaware of this power. They focus on what they don't want: debt, sickness, loneliness, and then wonder why more of it keeps showing up. But The Secret flips that perspective. It says, if you focus on what you do want, and align your thoughts and emotions with it, the universe will start rearranging itself to bring that into your life. It's not about wishful thinking. It's about mental alignment. Here's the twist: it's not just about thinking positively. It's about thinking intentionally, with belief, emotion, and clarity. The law of attraction isn't activated by lazy hope. It's activated by focus and faith. You're not just attracting what you want, you're attracting what you are. And what you are, deep down, is shaped by what you consistently think and feel. That's the core message of The Secret. If you can shift what's happening inside, the outside world starts to change too. Part 2. Essential lessons from the book. The first major teaching in The Secret is broken down into 3 steps: ask, believe, receive. At first glance, it might sound overly simplistic, but when you look deeper, each step involves a mindset shift that most people never actually make. And that's why, according to Byrne, so many people stay stuck in cycles they don't want to be in. Let's start with ask. Byrne explains that the universe is like a catalog. You have to place your order. But most people don't do that with clarity. They say things like, I just want to be happier, or I don't want to be broke anymore. But here's the thing: the law of attraction doesn't respond to vagueness or avoidance. It responds to precision and presence. When you say, I don't want to be in debt, the focus is still on debt. The frequency you're sending out is lack, stress, fear. And that's what keeps coming back. The key is to shift the request to something like, I'm grateful that abundance flows to me with ease. It's clear. It's positive. It's focused on what you do want. Then comes believe, which is where most people fall short. It's not enough to ask for something if, deep down, you don't believe it's possible. This step is about shifting your internal identity. If you ask for a healthy relationship but still believe, "I'm not lovable," your subconscious won't align with what you're trying to attract. Byrne says you have to believe before you see it. And not just believe in a passive way, you have to emotionally experience it as if it's already real. That's where faith comes in. You start thinking, feeling, and acting like someone who already has what they asked for. And that sends a completely different signal to the universe. Finally, we have receive. This is the part where you open yourself to allowing what you asked for to come into your life. It means letting go of how and when it will happen. A lot of people try to micromanage the process. They ask for something, but then obsess over how it's going to show up. That creates resistance. Byrne explains that receiving isn't passive, it's emotional. It's about matching the vibration of what you want. If you want peace, you need to feel peaceful now. If you want love, you need to radiate love now. Receiving is about becoming a match for what you want, not chasing it. One of the most powerful lessons in The Secret is that your emotions are the feedback system. They're the signal that tells you whether you're aligned with what you want or pushing it away. When you feel joy, gratitude, love, excitement, those are green lights. They mean your frequency is high, and you're attracting from a place of abundance. But when you're stuck in fear, frustration, jealousy, or guilt, those are red flags. Not because those feelings are bad, but because they're signals that you're focused on what you don't want. Byrne encourages people to treat their emotions like a personal GPS. If you're feeling off, don't ignore it, redirect. Ask yourself, what am I thinking right now that's making me feel this way? And then choose a better feeling thought. It might seem small, but this is where your power lies. Every time you shift your emotional state, just a little, you're changing your point of attraction. And those tiny shifts, repeated consistently, change everything. Another tool The Secret emphasizes is visualization. This isn't just daydreaming, it's rehearsing your future with intention. Byrne explains that when you visualize clearly and emotionally, you create a mental blueprint that the universe begins responding to. And science backs this up. Studies in neuroscience have shown that the brain fires the same neural patterns whether you're physically doing something or vividly imagining it. In other words, when you visualize your ideal life, you're literally wiring your brain to believe it's possible. The key is emotional engagement. You don't just see yourself driving the car, living in the dream house, or holding the book you published. You feel the excitement, the pride, the joy. Your subconscious doesn't know the difference between imagination and reality. So if you repeat that feeling often enough, your subconscious starts helping you make choices that bring that vision into form. You start acting, speaking, and thinking like the version of yourself that already has it. One of the things Byrne repeats throughout the book is this: gratitude is the most powerful emotion for attracting more of what you want. Why? Because when you feel grateful, you're saying to the universe, I already have this. I already receive it. That mindset dissolves resistance. Instead of focusing on what's missing, you're celebrating what's present. And when you feel abundance, you attract more abundance. Gratitude is like a magnet. It multiplies everything good in your life. She even recommends creating a gratitude rampage, where you take a few minutes to list out everything you're grateful for, big or small, and really feel it. The point isn't to impress the universe, it's to shift your vibration. Because when your heart is full, your energy changes. And your energy is what attracts. There's also a really important clarification Byrne makes in the book that often gets missed. Taking inspired action matters. The law of attraction isn't about sitting on your couch visualizing $1 million and waiting for it to land in your lap. It's about aligning your energy first, then acting from that place. When you're aligned, the right actions feel effortless. Ideas come. People show up. The right book falls into your hands. But it all starts with alignment. You don't force it, you follow it. So when you have a clear intention, and you believe in it, and you start feeling as if it's already done, you'll notice nudges. Gut feelings. Random thoughts. Little signs. That's when the action part comes in. The Secret teaches that inspired action flows naturally when you're in alignment. It's not forced hustle, it's guided movement. That's how manifestation becomes tangible. Part 3. How to apply these ideas in real life. So how do you actually start using The Secret in your day-to-day life? Because let's be honest, hearing about the law of attraction is one thing, but applying it, that's where the real shift happens. The good news is, the steps are simple, and you don't need to believe it 100% at first. You just need to start practicing with intention. First, begin your day by setting your mental tone. Don't grab your phone. Don't dive into stress. Take 5 minutes to think about what you want to feel that day. Who do you want to be? What kind of energy do you want to carry? You can write it down or say it out loud. Something like, "Today I choose peace," or "I attract new opportunities with ease." This isn't about forcing outcomes. It's about tuning your frequency before the day starts tuning it for you. Second, create a visualization habit. You don't need to meditate for hours. Just close your eyes for 2 or 3 minutes and see something you desire. Not from a place of "I wish," but from a place of "this is already mine." Feel it. Smile about it. Let your brain rehearse the life you're creating. You can visualize your dream home, your ideal relationship, a big win in your business. It doesn't matter. What matters is that it feels real, and that you're doing it consistently. This is how you train your subconscious to believe in the version of life you want to live. Next, make gratitude your new default setting. And I mean real gratitude, not just saying "thank you" out of habit. Every time something good happens, no matter how small, pause and appreciate it. And even when you're struggling, find something to be grateful for. Gratitude is the fastest way to shift your energy. Byrne even suggests keeping a gratitude journal, where you write down 5 to 10 things you're thankful for every night. It's simple, but over time, it rewires your focus from lack to abundance. Also, practice emotional awareness. This one's huge. Start checking in with yourself throughout the day. Ask, "How do I feel right now?" And if the answer is frustrated, worried, bitter, don't ignore it. Acknowledge it, and then shift. Think of something that lifts you. Put on a song that moves you. Watch a clip that makes you laugh. Read a line that reminds you who you are. These little emotional adjustments are how you realign your energy and get back into attraction mode. And finally, trust the timing. That's one of the hardest things, but also one of the most freeing. You're not in charge of when or how your desires show up. You're in charge of being a match for them. That means believing, letting go of the desperation, and living your life as if what you asked for is already on the way. When you stop forcing outcomes and start enjoying the process, things unfold in ways you couldn't have planned. Conclusion. At the end of the day, the secret isn't just a book about getting what you want. It's about remembering who you are. That you're not just someone reacting to life. You're someone shaping it every single day through your thoughts, your emotions, and your beliefs. And when you start becoming intentional about what you focus on, life starts to shift in ways that feel almost magical. But it's not magic. It's alignment. It's cause and effect. You think better, you feel better, you act better, and the world starts responding. You start seeing more opportunities, more synchronicities, more moments that feel meant to be. Because now, you're not operating from fear or lack. You're living from a place of belief, presence, and trust. So let me ask you, what are you attracting right now? And is it aligned with what you really want? Drop a comment below and tell me, what's one thing you're going to start thinking and feeling differently after this video? I'd love to hear how this landed for you. And if this message spoke to you, do me a favor. Hit that like button, subscribe for more content like this, and share this video with someone who needs a reminder of their power. Because the truth is, the world doesn't just happen to you. You are a creator. Your thoughts are the blueprint. Your emotions are the fuel. And your life is the result. Now go out there and start thinking on purpose. If this inspired you, consider grabbing the full book through my Amazon affiliate link in the description and pinned comment and dive even deeper. Check out the final screens for more compact wisdom. See you next time.